I'm here with MiSeRy. We're at the C9 Bootcamp. This is his fifth international.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
you're part of a very small club of people that have been to every TI, right?
Yeah.
And you're the only one that has been to TI with a different team every time. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Wow. What do you think that says about you?
I don't know, man.
You're versatile. Every team wants you.
I guess. I mean, things happened, and then yeah.
You gonna stick with C9 for next year?
Well, according to statistics.
According to history.
No, I don't know. It's you can't really say at all. I wouldn't mind. It's hard to say.
Last year, I remember flying out of the same airport as you, Schiphol. Remember that?
Right.
Before flying to TI, and you were going for mouse sports.
Yeah.
But this time you have a decidedly more optimistic view of how we're going to finish this year, right? Last year, I mean, it was tough. I don't think you guys expected to do very well there. I mean, you guys probably hoped to, but it wasn't like,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it is the first TI, maybe apart from TI1, where I go into the tournament with more faith and placing higher, for sure, or have high expectations, definitely.
What about this bootcamp? What have you learned about the team?
I don't know if I've learned anything new about this bootcamp. I don't know. I think the bootcamp in Bucharest was better. We played more scrims and we did more here. We only had 2 days together, so the place is way nicer. Everything is way nicer here, but
Bucharest has its charm.
Yeah, definitely.
And this place though, some nice air conditioning, a very large room.
Yeah, it's like
good equipment.
It's not the same charm, but it's more like, I don't know, more high tech.
You can write on the walls.
Yeah,
I have the whiteboard walls.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, you can draw on that stuff. You guys should be diagramming your
it's all white. What happened? I didn't even notice.
Okay, so I had the same conversation with the other guys, but how do you handle the stress of being together with the same people over a long period of time?
I think the way we did it this year was good because we stayed in Bucharest and then we had a week home, and now we're here again together. So it's not like so intense for so long, and I think that's good for us. But generally, I'm against staying together for more than what's needed. I think because it is a problem if you get tired of each other personally. One thing is playing together and having some maybe slight issues in game, but if you also have problems outside the game, then it's really hard to play. So, but fortunately we don't have that at all. So that's good.
All teammates, everything's good. Good. I know you made that joke tweet about internal issues on stream.
Oh yeah. No. I think things are good. Yeah.
Do you rage a bit these days? You raging?
I mean, pubs. Yeah.
Give me a situation.
Let's see.
Describe a recent rage situation.
Well, I mean, coming here to US West from Europe, I mean, your teammates are so ignorant. They think they're so good, They're actually so.
You can't just play the pro card. You can't be like, look, guys, I'm gonna be playing in TI in a week. Why don't you listen to what I'm saying?
I mean, they don't really care.
They don't care? There's I know better than this guy.
I remember I talked to Notes about this yesterday, and he was playing Enchantress and he was doing really good, and he was 9-0 or something. But then they started losing because someone threw or he threw one time or whatever, and then his whole team started blaming him, for losing, But he carried the whole first 30 minutes by himself, these kind of things. But generally, it's just when people have attitude problems and they blame and they whine a lot and stuff. That's you just want to mute right away. Here, I almost mute every game. It's my whole team. Click, mute, goodbye.
It's different. It's different in Europe server.
Well, kind of, but yeah. I mean, here people are just a bit worse, and in Europe the competition is better. I think in pubs, so people try harder and they're a bit better at the game. So they understand more of what's good and what's not and stuff. It's not just random whine about random things they don't know anything about. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain. Okay. It's from game to game.
Okay. So you have the unique perspective of being someone that has been to so many TIs. So I want your personal, internal thoughts at each one of these TIs. So TI1, what were you thinking? Give me like funny observation that you had in your head. Like
TI1.
Like, are they really gonna pay us out?
Yeah, it's something like that. I was thinking like, I'm a kid. I'm going here to play Dota. I don't even think about the money. I don't even think about placements. I don't even think. I feel like I don't think.
You're just like YOLO.
I don't even remember what I was thinking. I thought about
back
things way differently back then. So back then was way more primitive than it is now.
So TI2, now what you're thinking?
TI2, it was CLG. We had a really good start. We were 6-0 in group stage. The next day we went 0-8, and then the
from 6-0
game over.
8.
Like game over, it's done. We're out. Pretty much like we had low bracket, but like team morale after 0-8 was not good. So that was pretty much it. We after the first day were like, wow, we're good.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Next day,
we're gonna win $1 million.
We're actually awful.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much how it was.
Actually awful.
Yeah.
24-hour turnaround from like number 1.
No, I mean it is
like
really like that.
last.
That TI is really a roller coaster when you start losing.
TI3.
TI3 was already the end. We were really.
You guys were hyped for a while.
I mean, we were doing really good in the first few months.
You guys had a best of 7 against the best team in the world, and you guys like won the first game or something. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, we had a really good run in the first 2-3 months, but then we stayed in China, and there was not that many tournaments, and that was like we just stayed in China for so long, and didn't like the food. We were in the same house.
Do you like the food?
Well, kind
you
of,
like the chicken
but
feet?
It's
the chicken feet?
The food's alright. The chicken feet is not. Like the food was alright, but like just became too much.
Okay.
Like, you didn't get any change, and we stayed in the same house, and we didn't know anyone. We didn't know the language and stuff, and that kind of killed the team long term, which made TI really hard for us because we had so many problems, and people didn't have. We were actually happy when the tournament was over because then like it was done,
Yeah.
Fucking.
You go home.
We don't have to continue this anymore. Kind of. That was how we thought, mostly I think. So
you would not recommend going to China again?
I wouldn't recommend going there and living as 5 foreigners in the same house for 8 months. No, I don't think so.
Even though the server's better.
Even though the server's better, I don't think that makes up for it.
What would be the ideal situation? Living in the U.S. with European teammates?
No, I actually don't go in for the whole living together team house thing. I don't think that's healthy at all. No, I don't think so.
So what if everyone had an individual house
Damn.
on the same block?
I guess that could work.
And a big DDoS protection bubble.
Yes, and European server in America.
Okay.
Private.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that's TI3. You get the LGD int and then TI4.
TI4 was mouse. Yeah. We actually had potential that year. I feel, but we had a really rough start and we lost some games. And our idea of the game going into the tournament was way different than it was towards the end.
You guys crushed Liquid's hopes, though. I remember that.
Yeah, we did. Like
you made them lose $450,000.
Did we?
Yeah,
really?
I think so. That's the difference between 9th and 8th.
Oh, right. Because yeah. You might be right about that. Yeah.
Because if they won that game, they would have been
they would have been secured top 8. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you were fighting for your tournament life too, so it's not not like it was worth nothing to you guys. But I remember that game. You guys crushed it. It was like 15-4 or something.
Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of potential that year, but we were not really a team that much, I think, and we didn't really know what to pick unless towards the end we did, but that was kind of too late, and we had some games where we should have won, and that would have made us into top 8, but yeah, it should have happened. So.
And then this year, what's different? What have you learned about playing at TI? Because you probably have the most experience.
I have learned losing a lot. I know how it is to lose. I know.
You probably have the most TI losses out of anyone, right?
Yeah, probably.
That's probably true. That's actually
good.
You are the loss leader.
I might be actually. I know how to lose.
That says something about you, though, that you're here again.
Yeah.
You're one of the top teams invited this time. You don't have to play in qualifiers.
Yeah, I mean, we only like last year we had to play qualifier.
Yeah, exactly.
And funny enough, last year I felt we had higher hopes than the other years, but we were invited. But this year, like, yeah. Hopefully, I won't smite the rest of my teammate with my losing ability or whatever.
So what have you learned about losing then? How to take a loss?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually very humble as a player, and I rarely overrate enemies, and I know every game counts, and I know how to focus in the game. I think in the important games, that is.
Do you ever think back to how you were the years ago and just be like, man, that kid knows nothing. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, many years ago, I used to be really angry and really kind of like Sumail. A bit, like a lot of temper and like flame a lot and like stuff like this. But yeah, that's all over. Kind of. I actually.
5 years though, that's a long time. You're a different person now. Okay. So we got to keep the streak alive though.
The streak?
Yeah.
Of
different team TI every year.
Really?
Yeah. Got to keep this streak alive. So you gotta stay with C9 the whole through all the majors, right? And then to keep the streak alive, you gotta switch, right?
And make a new mouse.
Yeah.
Team. Yeah.
Yeah. Mouse Sports 2 or something.
Yeah, sure.
Well, no. Every team you've been in is completely different, so you can't even go back to mouse yet. It has to be a completely different team, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So we'll make a new one.
Yeah.
You get a new one just with you.
Yeah, you want to make a team?
Yeah, you want to be on it? Yeah, we'll definitely qualify then. But okay, this year, obviously a lot of things are different in terms of like the prize pool, the hype going into it. More people play Dota than ever. It doesn't affect you at all?
I don't know.
Yet. After 4 times, are you just man, I want the money now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But like I can't tell yet like how it's gonna affect me. I'm not playing it yet, but I'm actually like really excited to play this time. I feel like I'm more excited this year than I've ever been playing TI.
You're more because you're confident in your team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, true. Like, there's a lot of factors playing in. I think about that. But I would like TI to start tomorrow, for example. You know.
Yeah.
Like the waiting days are actually.
Well, you get to have some fun watching the wild card, right?
Right. I guess that's fun.
If you had advice to give to a first-time TI guy, maybe yourself or someone new that just this is their first TI, they're playing in it, what advice would you give them?
I think I would just tell him now, like if he loses a game, like that one loss, that doesn't matter at all. But he like a lot of people when they lose, like a lot of teams when they lose, they lose one game because it's like it's one game, you know. It matters so much, you feel, because it's TI and it's like these group stages and every game matters because you want to get into top something.
Yeah, and this year the format's like if you 2-0 someone, you get 3 points, and if you 1-1, it's 1 point, right? It's like one game.
Yeah, I mean,
swing quite
every
a bit,
game matters, every loss matters. But actually, it's like every win matters more than every loss.
Yeah.
So you're probably gonna lose, and when you do, you just need to win the next game. Like
Gotta forget short memory. Is that the most important thing about it? Even like in game when you do when you make some dumbass play, is it just like get it out of your mind?
Yeah, probably. On, right? Like everyone's gonna make mistakes. Everyone's gonna lose, and like maybe everyone's gonna lose. Maybe not. We'll see. But like
maybe you guys will be the 16-0.
Yeah, like let's hope so.
Or 14-0 rather. 2 groups. Yeah. Okay. Give me your predictions. Other than C9, obviously you guys want to finish first, but other than you guys,
I think it's like everyone else. Probably it's gonna be EG and Secret in top, and I have no idea about the Chinese, but there will be some Chinese in top 6 for sure.
You still talk to the Chinese players and the contacts you had back then when you were still there?
On LAN? I always talk to some of them, like Yao and Xiao8. Yeah, those guys. We used to in LTD, and we used to live together with them as well for a period. So
what about your teammates from last year and like the year before? Still talk
I on LANs I usually talk to most of the previous players I play with, if they're there. Yeah.
So okay, all right. Well, 5th straight. One of the only people that are able to say that. Who else is there? There's like
like Poppy,
Ferrari,
Poppy, Kuroki, and Tendi.
A few of the guys from Navi, a few of the guys from IG, like Chuan probably has got all of them. And funny enough, Burning and those guys didn't believe that they were going to pay out the year one, right? They didn't.
Oh, so one. Some of them didn't want to go or something.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, their loss, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You have any last words? Any shout outs you want to give?
Well, shout out to HTC, of course. Like, a great place. Thanks a lot for the hospitality and everything. And shout out to Cloud9 and every sponsor of theirs. Shout out to Alienware for the new laptop I got for this for indefinitely, I hope. Shout out to my team and fans and everyone.
Okay, man. Hopefully that TI starts sooner rather than later. Hope you will hold up until then. Okay, I'll see you in the group stage. We'll catch up then.
Yeah, let's do that.